the email.
John, now if this one is not fishy.
Well, he is absolutely horrible at trying to hide it. He's trying to look straight ahead with his phone, and his eyeballs keep going to the side.
On my phone, John, if I do anything on this phone here, you see. That's what I'm recording on is on my phone. Right here. I'm touching my phone right there. There it is.
No, I'm not dumb. Stop it.
He's already looked this up yesterday when he's talking to his employees. Guaranteed.
I'm just telling you.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, we did. That's how I know.
I'm just
we
telling
already
you.
went over this list yesterday.
Yeah, he did it. He cheated.
We went over this list. I did not cheat. How did I know that you were going to do this? But I want to tell you.
Because you probably, this is, hey, now it's making sense.
Hey.
Welcome back to Experts of Very Little. I am the show. I'm going to welcome in my co-host here, Mos Knows. How are you today, Mos Knows?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic. I feel like the Chiefs got beat. You sure you're doing all right?
Yeah, I'll talk about later in my Chiefs talk.
Oh!
I got a comment on it.
He is fired up. He is fired up. But also we have our really good friend Stoney, and I think his day might have went a little bit better Monday night. Stoney, how are you doing? How's your week been?
Wonderful.
Oh, why?
Wonderful.
Why wonderful?
Well, it's nice to start off the week with an absolute dominant victory over, I don't care who it is. They were favored to win and got dominated. So whether it be the Raiders or not, the experts in Vegas says the Raiders were going to win, and however they did not.
Hey, that's
John,
funny.
The expert, I don't know what you're talking about because for a guy that bets weekly on FanDuel, Raiders were not favored. Dallas was favored.
You know what's funny? Yes. Hey, Mosby, you know what's funny about that is I asked him how his week was, assuming he would talk about the Cowboys. But who did he talk about?
The Cowboys.
The Raiders. The Chiefs.
John. Oh, boy. What experts were talking about the Raiders? Who are you talking about?
I'm just talking about the experts. Everybody's saying, the Raiders are going to win. The Raiders are going to do this. The Raiders
Who? What were you watching? Because they were not favored on FanDuel. They were not favored on DraftKings. They were not favored on ESPN.
Everybody was picking the Raiders.
None of us picked the Raiders.
I'm just talking about these experts that so-called know everything, and that's what we got to go off of. I'm just judging by your previous statements on a couple episodes. They know a lot better than we do. Yeah, they look stupid.
Before we go on, I would love it. I'd love it if you guys would like, subscribe, do all those things on YouTube. Kind of get us out there. Check out our socials, TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. We're all over the place. You see it right there at the bottom. You see it up there in the top corner. If I get my finger going the correct direction, weekly episodes on Spotify. And YouTube, please get us out there, get our name out there, and just let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, help us improve.
Give us positive and negative feedback.
Yeah, especially John loves that negative feedback about the Cowboys. But we'll get to that here in a minute because I have something really, really big to talk about. Where you at, Falcons? Where you at, Falcon fans? We got a sweet baby. The Cats, the Panthers.
Did you send a nice text to Trav Daddy?
No, I did not. We're very cordial. We're very cordial in our hatred for each team. But look at this. 30-0, which that was a crazy outlier week 3 when we beat them. That was kind of odd. But 30-27, let me tell you. Man, we went into halftime down, and I thought this is not going to be good because they were running the ball really well on us. And for whatever reason, they started abandoning that. And Bryce freaking Young, Just as soon as I start talking noise on Bryce Young, he goes off and does something that not many people have done. Okay. Now, this graphic right here says the most game-winning drives in the NFL since 2023. Look at the company he's with. That's just crazy to me. He's with Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, and Geno Smith.
Oh, Geno. Yeah. Where's Dak at on that list?
I don't know. But, I took this, I looked at this and thought, well, it's because we're always behind. But then you look at like Allen and Hurts, who are elite, and then you got pretty good in Mahomes. And then you got, not great in Geno. And it's like, okay, something's off here. But Bryce Young's day, guys, what was it? 448 yards?
Yeah, 400 something yards. Like him and Jacoby Brissett both. If you had them in fantasy or anything or yardage parlays, they
three tutties.
They went nuts.
Franchise record. Franchise
record.
448
somebody got the benefit on some fantasy football and gained a lot of points, but I'm going to bet both of those guys were free agents.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's not definitely not on my team. But
yeah.
Man, Tet, 130 yards, 8 receptions, 2 touchdowns. We had to go to overtime to do it. We drove right down and scored. I had a feeling we left too much time for them, and they did. They went down and kicked that field goal, sent it to overtime. But man, man.
You know what this game also did? Because last week when John was talking about when we had the graphic up for Kyler Murray, and John mentioned Kirk Cousins a few times. This game did not age well for John's comments on Kirk Cousins about going out and get him. To me,
he come off the bench, bro. Give the guy a week of practice with the ones. It'll be totally
to me it just proved what me and Ben's been kind of saying is we believe Kirk Cousins' time in the NFL is done. Like he did not come back from that injury, and he's 38 years old.
That's like saying Shadur Sanders coming off the bench and never practicing with the ones just because he had a bad performance off the bench. He's not an NFL quarterback. He's done. No, that's incorrect.
Well, I'll tell you what. That 4-year, $180 million contract that he's sitting on right now is feeling great.
He's enjoying it. I would be too.
Man, how wild. What's crazy is I really like Kirk Cousins, and I really liked him when he played for the Commanders and when he played for
the Vikings.
I did. I really like Kirk Cousins. I defended him a lot. I mean, I had him in fantasy. People would talk trash about him. I think he's a great quarterback.
I think he was a great quarterback, a good quarterback. I just think when he tore that Achilles, it just was the end of him.
That was not a good decision by the Falcons.
I do not think the Falcons should have paid that money, and I think Kirk Cousins probably should have retired after the injury. I'm not saying that Kirk Cousins isn't a good quarterback. He just has not his body betrayed him on that. Like he just don't have the same feet under him he had before a little bit.
And honestly, I didn't feel good about. Well, as a Panthers fan, I felt real good that he signed with the Falcons. But I didn't feel good as a Falcons fan that they gave him that massive contract when they did. They were reeling. They were panicking.
It was a panic. It was a panic sighting. Because they needed a quarterback.
Now it really sucks that Penix is out and partially tore ACL or what was it? Partially tore.
Yeah, partially
multiple injuries, I believe, to his knee.
It's only a 9-month injury. It's not the full blown you're out for almost a whole year. I mean, so
I hate that for him.
Should be able to be there for the beginning of the year for him.
Yeah, I hate that. Because I actually like Penix. I know he's a little bit older, not as in terms of he's still young, but I'm saying when he came out of college, he's a little bit older, but that didn't scare me away from him. I think he's a great quarterback, and you know what? It really benefited Drake London. I mean, Drake London has been feasting. So much so that he is on this list right here, and these are the current wide receiver yardage ranking in the NFL. And this would blow your mind. The comparison of what people thought would happen in the season and what is actually happening. And look at JSN with 1,146 yards. This dude, he is thankful DK left.
Yes, he is.
And what else is he thankful for?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Now,
Yeah.
I have been very critical of Sam Darnold ever since, because when they used to compare him with Baker Mayfield all the time, and then oddly enough, they both end up on the Panthers, and we were just not in a position to win at all. So they were not going to do good for us because our team was absolutely doo-doo then. But he can throw the ball. He can sling the ball. Give him a good team, he's good. Did the Vikings make a mistake?
I think Kevin O'Connell obviously I'd be paying that man if I were Sam Darnold, because he probably revitalized his career. Because at that point he was going nowhere, but a career backup, if that. But I'm just telling you, I think you ask if the Vikings made a mistake. I think if they knew what they were getting in Sam Darnold last year, they don't draft JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
And then, drafting him as early as they did, you almost have to, you almost had to make the move and let Darnold walk.
Now, some of these are not surprises. Jamar Chase, Puka. Puka's unbelievable, guys. He just blows my mind.
Oh, the dude is phenomenal.
Yeah, he blows my mind. But Drake London, he again, very thankful that Penix's came up, 810 yards. And then Tet, boys, 748 yards. And that's with Bryce Young being extremely inconsistent. I mean, This dude, you can't look at Bryce's game at 448 yards and think that's what he is, because just the game before, we were sitting there talking, he can't, when the pressure's on him, he can't get it done. And then all of a sudden he throws for 448 freaking yards.
Yeah. Well, give it, you got to sit and watch. I mean, McMillan is the real deal.
He's good.
And I said, this whole time, leading up to the draft, that Tet McMillan was one guy that I wanted Dallas to draft early in the first. That was, if he's there, you get him. But the Carolina Panthers took him, and it's starting to show that they made the right move. But not only that, last game or two, last couple games, Leggette's starting to show up too. He's starting to make some catches.
He's doing what he needs to do in his role.
Correct. I don't think
catches.
Yeah, I don't think he's a number. I didn't think he was a number one to begin with, but
I don't even know if he's a number two. I think he's a good slot receiver.
Yeah. Well, you've got Coker's in the slot, so that's going to be a tough one. But you got three young guys right there at the wide receiver position for the Panthers to pair with Young. Yeah. That for the next several years, they could be
the pair with the really, really good running back.
You got two of them. So.
Not two, but Rico.
Finally that they made the change.
Thank goodness. Oh, my Lord. Chuba and his 3.3 per average garbage.
Yeah.
Now, some of these are not surprising. Again, I said Chase and Puka, and then Jefferson, St. Brown.
Now, hold on. Does that say Christian McCaffrey?
Look at the bottom.
He has 732 yards. Do you realize over half of your starting running backs don't even have that in rushing yards?
Well, in his defense, the Niners don't have any other receivers. That is the receiver.
I get it.
Devo's gone.
One-man band.
Ayuk ain't coming back this year. Ricky Pearsall seems like he's never on the field. It's just
Juwan Jennings has been on and off the field with injuries.
That is their offense. He has a chance to do what LT did, is go over 1,000 and have over 100 catches. And I think he's going to do it.
He's 26 away from 100 on the receptions, and he's 268 yards away from 1,000. That's within a couple games. That's easy for him.
That's also why I think I don't think they're true contenders, because they don't have anybody on the outside that can threat yet.
Well, now, I know you made the comment about Ayuk, and I've kind of kept an eye on him, because it's kind of perplexing to me. You got a guy who, they were talking about would be ready for the opening, for the first game, and now we're, week.
I remember watching that last year when it was against the Chiefs. His knee, he tore everything.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying. They were talking about him.
He may not ever be back to normal It
Well,
may
and
be.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, you're talking about a guy who they were hoping to have back for game 1. Now we're coming into week 12, and they haven't even opened up his practice window. So is his knee that bad? Did he really jack it up that bad? Is he that far behind, or are they just being cautious with
I
him to let him fully
I
rehab?
think he had the worst possible knee injury you can have. He tore every ligament there. It was nasty hit. It was legal hit, but it was brutal.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I mean it was obviously a bad one, but yeah, it's crazy.
So Jalen Waddle obviously the beneficiary of
Benefit from Tyreek
Tyreek.
Hill doing.
But guys, the Dolphins.
They can go on a little bit of a run. They
Listen,
can go on. I'm telling you, they can go on a little bit of run with their
You look at their
schedule coming
schedule,
up.
and they could rack off another 3 or 4 wins real quick.
They could be 6-7 after these next couple of weeks and be in the playoff picture. You never know.
Mhm.
I mean, in this day and age of the NFL, your goal is to get to 10 wins, 10-7, 10-11 wins, and then let everything else play out and give yourself a chance to make the playoffs.
So listen to the
Yep.
schedule coming up for them. They got a bye here, which is
Mhm.
perfect timing for them. They got the Saints. They got the Jets. Okay. They got at Steelers, which right now what's Aaron Rodgers? What's
Yeah.
his?
Yeah.
Then they got the Bengals, which they'll probably have Burrow back, but Bengals defense is just terrible. And then they got the Bucks and the Patriots. So you're talking about if they can get a win against the Saints and the Jets, maybe snag one at the Steelers. They're back to 7-7.
7-7, right there in it. I mean, I texted that in our group the other day when they beat the Commanders and said, well, Dolphins about to go on a little bit of a run here. I mean,
Yeah.
The key is Tua is staying healthy. Is he blowing everybody away? No, he's staying healthy. And they got a very good run game, which does not include the guy that John said would lead the rookies in rushing this year, Ollie Gordon. Devin Enchain is a machine.
That dude is getting 3 carries a game, which is nonsense.
Well, there's a reason why
you saw it in the
game.
red zone, or they saw it in the red zone this week. You put Achane in at the red zone, and he don't get in. You give it to Ollie freaking Gordon.
Man, yeah. Well, so, John, is there trouble in what is this? We just had a graphic up. I feel like that said 0-4 in one-score games. What happened?
Hold on. I thought this guy down here on the bottom, Mr. Mosby, said they would be undefeated in their division.
That's right. Yes.
They would go undefeated in the division. They would win it, and the Broncos are horrible. They wouldn't be they're not as good as what everybody was saying. And guess what? They're the best team in football. They could be.
I ain't heard I ain't heard no bell ring yet. Season's ain't over. Still early.
Homeboy, the fat lady is singing in Kansas City, buddy. You're 5-5. It's over.
John.
You aren't.
Oh no.
I'm just
okay. So I was going to save this for my Chiefs segment, but John, I'm glad that John said that it's over because I was just reading the article. Okay. Chiefs were 6-4 one year, won the Super Bowl. Started another year 3-4, won 9-10, lost in overtime in the ACC championship game. 2 years ago, 2023, when they won the Super Bowl, they were 9-6 after a Christmas Day game. Got beat by the Raiders bad, went on to win the Super Bowl. So until it says eliminated next to them, they've been in this position 3 times in the last 7 years before, and the earliest they got eliminated was the AFC title game.
Okay.
Did they dig themselves a hole? Yes, they did. But until it says eliminated from the playoffs, you can never count this team out.
I mean, hey,
so the standings sits like this: Denver's 9-2, Chargers 7-4, Chiefs are 5-5. But if you dig a little bit deeper into these numbers, they're 1-2 in their division. But listen to this, okay? Denver's played 11 games, Chiefs have played 10, Chargers have played 11, right? Broncos have scored 257 points. Chiefs have scored 254 in one less game. Okay.
They're scoring on 48% of their drives. Okay. Is the highest in the Mahomes
and the opposing teams are scoring like 75% of their drives, which is the highest in the NFL.
No, they're not, John. If they were scoring on 75% of their drives, it'd be the greatest team in the NFL fucking history.
I'm telling you.
The Broncos have given up 192 points. The Chiefs have given up 181, which that's an 11-point difference with one less game. They probably would, Broncos will probably be better in that stat for this one game unless the Chiefs have an outstanding defensive game and hold the team 10 and under. But listen to the point differential. This is where football's so weird. Okay. The Chiefs are plus 73. The Broncos are only plus 65. And the Broncos are 9-2 and the Chiefs are 5-5. Speak on that.
You don't know what this team is. That's the reason why they're 5-5 is there's an identity crisis because you come out against the Lions, dominate them. You come out against maybe the hottest team in the NFL right now, the Ravens, when they were fully healthy, you dominate them. But then they're just being so inconsistent in these games, and it's costing them this year. Where years before it didn't cost them, but this year it's costing them. I mean, you had against the Eagles, you had a touchdown hit Kelsey in the hands, and you had a missed field goal. Against the Chargers, you had Chris Jones make a selfish play that gave him a first down. Right against the Jaguars, defense, you just took the foot off the pedal, and defense just let them drive down the field. The only game that really they didn't lead in and weren't in control in at one point in the game was the Bills game. And then, this game, you had them on 3rd and 14 deep, and you allowed them to get a first down. And then you're up 19-16. You have 2 possessions where you're still up 19-16 that you can go down and go put another score up, and something happens. You have a blocked extra point that puts you up by 4. I mean, it's just play and then a lot of holding calls. Like I feel like the Chiefs have held more than anybody in the NFL, especially on that kickoff return. They've just been inconsistent. Sometimes they look like a top tier team, and then half of the time they look like a top tier team, and half of the time they look like an average team. So unless they figure it out in the last 7 games, they could be 10-7 at best.
Well, I mean, you're looking at a potential chance of losing your next 2 games and being 5-7. I mean, you got one of the best teams in the NFL coming to Kansas City this week. Not to say you can't win, because do you have talent on the offensive side of the ball? Yeah, absolutely. You've got some of the better.
They got talent. They got talent. They got talent all across the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, your defense has got talent too, but is very underperforming.
So let's look at the schedule. Colts, tough game.
Very.
But Chiefs could win it.
What'd you say?
Tough game against the Colts.
Chiefs could go on a run. Could they go on a run and go 12-5 and make a run for the Super Bowl? Yes, but I wouldn't be shocked if they finish the year 10-7.
At the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day, that's obvious. Chiefs are going to win that by 28.
Easy win.
Yeah.
They got the Texans at home. Okay. I'm going to pick the Chiefs, but Texas defense, anytime you have a good defense, OU showed this, it could get weird. But I'd still go with the Chiefs. Then you get the Chargers at home. The way Chargers are playing right now, I'm probably going Chiefs. Titans at Titans, you're going Chiefs. Then you got Denver at home on Christmas Day on 4 days rest, so are the Broncos, right? Again, another coin flip, but they're at home. You got, they usually if they lose to the Broncos on the road, they usually split during the season, and then you go to the Raiders. So there's a couple games there that could be tricky. I still kind of
like the Chiefs. If they had the roll of the dice like they did last year, they'd be 10-0. And because they've blown people out or they've lost 5 one-score games. So if they had the luck that they did last year and the roll of the dice went their way, they'd be 10-0. So that's why I'm like you don't count them out until it says eliminated. And if they make the wild card, if they make the playoff, you're telling me those other teams are going to feel good about that team coming to town for your first round game?
Now,
no, not at all.
Well, especially when you sit there and consider that, right now people are considering New England Patriots one of the best teams and they're really good, but their schedule has been terrible. Terrible. I mean, just crazy how easy their schedule has been, but they're winning. They're taking care of business.
They're winning. They're taking care of business, and that's what you got to do in the NFL.
I told you,
you got to win your games.
I told you NFL's weird, right? Let me give a couple numbers here. Dallas Cowboys are 4-5-1. They are a +3 point differential. The Carolina Panthers are 6-5. -42 point differential.
But hey, who do they own the tiebreaker over though?
Cowboys. Yes, they do.
Cowboys.
Baby. Yes.
Sorry, Cowboys.
I don't know if you watched that game Monday, but our defense looked a lot better, and I don't care who you played.
Oh my gosh! It's the Raiders. The Raiders.
Is that not an NFL team? Is that not an NFL team?
I'm glad you said that.
This defense that John just called for the Chiefs inconsistent. They held the Raiders in 98 yards, 98 total yards. Thank you.
Hey, let me give you a number here. Let me give you a number. You ready, Mosby?
Yeah.
155. You know what that is?
What was
That's
that?
how many points the Raiders have scored this year. 15.5 points a game, which is the second worst in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. And they
so you better look good
against
them.
That's cool.
They scored 16. They scored more than their average. That's what we're trying
15 and a half, 16. Get the tomato. Stop it.
Raiders. You know what's funny? What's funny about that is I actually thought the Raiders would. I didn't think this was going to be world beaters this year. I thought they'd be better than this.
I did too.
Well, Brock Bowers being out for all those games kind of hurt him.
How do you have a running back that you draft so high get 6 carries?
Well, when you only give him, that's
6
the thing. You
carries,
only give him 6 carries.
6 carries for 7 yards. 6, 7. I mean, hey.
Stop. We're done. We're done. End it now. End it now. We're done. Go ahead and take him off.
John, I think we got some news here. Where's Mahomes at? Oh, he's down there at the bottom.
Yeah, I was trying to look.
Still
I can't see that far down.
Still on the list. Still on the list.
For those of you who don't know these eyeballs here, these wonderful eyeballs, go ahead and you two take this. Who's 33%?
Gotta go with Mr. Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. How about the career this man has had? I like Stafford too. You guys
I love Stafford.
He's finally he's finally above 500 in his career win percentage.
Yeah, he's finally on a team that
true.
Tries to win.
Number 2 here, Drake May at 32%. Again, like he's getting it done though. He's obviously very good. You can't knock it. But the schedule has not been what it could be. Josh Allen, number 3. Jonathan Taylor. What do you guys think about Jonathan Taylor with 10% right now?
Should be number 2 on this list behind Stafford.
He should be number 1. But the MVP has became a quarterback award.
Yes.
It became a quarterback award. So he will get offensive player of the year, but he should be number 1 on the list. Now there's still a lot of season left to go. He might break with Danny Thomas's touchdown record. And if that happens, there is no way in heck that you do not give him
for sure.
The MVP.
I agree 100%. I'm saying right now, him and Stafford are having phenomenal seasons. To me, I mean, you could go either way, and I would be totally fine with it. But yeah, I mean, it should be 1A, 1B, or 1 and 2, however somebody wants to look at it. But Jonathan Taylor should not be number 4 on this list.
Jonathan Taylor, 189 carries, 1,139 yards, which is good for a 6 per average, 15 touchdowns, 30 receptions for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. Unreal.
So 17 touchdowns with what's he got? 7 games left.
Yeah.
The 8-2. So 7 games left. So and he is the record is the record 27 or 30 because I know Priest Holmes broke it one time, but then LT broke it the next year.
You got to think about this. It's going to be tough because it'll be tough anyway, but it's going to be tough because he's got the Chiefs, he's got the Texans twice, Jaguars.
So
he's got the Seahawks, he's got the Niners, who could be tricky. I know they're injured, but they could be tricky. But he's got the Jaguars twice, so it'll be tough.
So there's still a chance that the Jaguars and Texans can make a run for the division.
Yeah.
Since the Colts haven't even
Texans
seen
are
them
5-5, and the Jaguars are 6-4. And now again, here we go back to that point differential. Jaguars are only a plus 14. Houston is a plus, if I'm reading this right, plus 57.
Wow.
They've only given up 163 points on the year.
Defense is good. I mean, they got to get Stroud healthy.
Yeah,
I mean,
they got to.
they got a big game tomorrow night against the old Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. So, anyway, who do you think right now? Who's your MVP? I think you guys said it. You said Jonathan Taylor, right?
Jonathan Taylor, I would give it to Jonathan Taylor, and then Stafford would be number 2.
Yeah, I'd be good with either one of those. I mean, I
Okay.
think they're hands down the favorites.
Yeah. Well, yeah, well, obviously I like Jonathan Taylor because he's on a fantasy team, but that's who I would pick. But I know it's a quarterback league and good for Stafford. I'm not hurting by that. Going to college football here, and here's the big news right now. James Franklin hired at Virginia Tech. Now, are you surprised at this?
No,
Enter Sandman.
not one bit. Because if I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. I've been kind of following, obviously, the coaching deal because of Oklahoma State. I do believe one of his big states that he does do well in recruiting at is Virginia. And so for somebody to go and well, I say somebody, obviously Virginia Tech, to go out and get a big name like Franklin right now is smart. Smart for them to do. You get a big name off the board. You take you get your coach, and you get somebody who's going to get out there and start hitting the ground and get recruiting going. So we'll see how that pans out, but it's a smart move.
I read today that they don't call it board of regents, they call it something else, but they committed to give like $256 million toward the athletic program to help boost recruiting in some facilities and stuff. I mean, it just seems like a natural fit to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's consistent. He's not flashy, and to me, I mean, that's kind of like reminds me a little bit of Frank Beamer. Frank Beamer just consistently put some good teams on the field and just coached them up. I mean,
I want to take this in a little bit different direction. It's great, probably a great fit. That's his area. James Franklin's a great coach. Blah blah blah. But are you surprised? I don't know. If I was James Franklin, I just got fired from Penn State. Okay, and they owed me $49 million. Wasn't it the contract? Wasn't the agreement was whatever he got, they would.
he had to. Part of the thing was he had to actively be looking for a job either in TV or coaching.
Okay, well, what
that
I'm
was
saying
part
is,
of the buyout
if
thing.
Virginia Tech would have given him just like a $10 million contract, wouldn't have Penn State owed him $39 million?
I don't think so. I think it was. I don't think it was like that.
Let me read this.
Think
Penn
it
State
was,
stands to save millions of Franklin's buyout after the coach landed his latest gig. Based on the report, those terms stated that if Franklin gets a job between now and the year his contract would have expired in 2031, the salary he makes from his new job will offset what Penn State owes him. The school previously owed Franklin almost $49 million as part of his buyout. Thanks to Franklin's new job at Virginia Tech, Penn State will now owe Franklin just $9 million off the books.
Oh shit! Hey, listen, I'm going to tell Virginia Tech, hey, you want to hire me? Hey, I'll do it for $1 million.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm doing it for $1 million. Hey, Penn State, take it and shove it.
That's what I'm
you're going to pay me my money.
He's getting paid either way because he's getting paid by Virginia 100%. Tech, and now he's getting paid $9 million in the settlement with Penn State.
How much of that money they save on his contract
could go to his coaching staff or his NIL?
The portal, yeah, the NIL and all that. Shoot, hey, listen, I'm telling you, I'm doing it. I'm bringing a staff to Virginia Tech, and I'm going and getting
I still there. One I read a couple weeks ago. There's still more to that buyout thing.
Yes.
It's not a Brian Kelly thing where Brian Kelly's like, no, you're giving my $54 million. The Penn State, because everybody's like, oh, they got to pay him $49 million. No, Penn State was smarter on their end. There was something in there, and we have to go back and find the article that protected them. And so, and it was a clause that he had to actively be seeking work. He had to actively be seeking work, and it wasn't one of those things where, hey, I'm going to go get a job at McDonald's and get $10 an hour. You still pay me the rest.
Yeah, but they can't dictate how much that next team pays him.
No, I think in the contract there was a clause or something, John. Like because like the $9 million that Penn State is giving him, that was a settlement agreement that they agreed upon when he hired there. Like so, there was something. There's something in the contract that like the buyout went down no matter what. Like no matter what, where he got a job. It didn't matter if he would have got hired for $1 million. I think the buyout went down tremendously for Penn State. So it was smart on James Franklin's side. I got such a big buyout,
Yeah.
but it's smart on Penn State's side that hey, if they go out and get another job, or he leaves and another team wants to buy out his contract, like it benefited both
See,
sides.
that's just what I saw too, John. That was my thinking. There has to be more to it. But when I sat there and initially read it, I thought, why is he not just putting it to Penn State right now and just saying, guys, give me a short contract. Let's load up the money on the back end. Now I'm going to read something here. You guys were just talking about it. It's sitting right here. Meanwhile, Franklin inherits a cushy gig at Virginia Tech, which is set to invest an additional $229 million into his athletics department over the next 4 years after its board of visitors approved a budget increase in September, shortly after the school fired coach Brent Pry. So, yeah, I just found that very, very interesting. What a crazy little buyout that was. But good on Penn State.
Absolutely.
They moved on,
They
only
saved
owed
themselves some
$9
money.
million. So good on them. Hey,
And another thing before we get in this, another thing in the coaching thing, Tulane's coach canceled his meeting with Florida just today
interesting.
because his team right now would be in the college football playoff.
Which we'll talk about that here in a minute. But look at this graph, the Brent Venables graph. Okay, this is when he was at Clemson in 2021. It shows the average points allowed per game from Oklahoma and Clemson, and then now it's showing the 2025. And as you can see here on the graph, unless you're listening on Spotify, points allowed per game, Oklahoma was just slightly under 26 in 2021. Clemson was about 15. The next year, they both jumped up. Clemson went to about 22. OU went up to 30. That's when Brent was trying to build his roster, right, his first year. And then it dramatically went down. So OU was at about 23. Clemson stayed about 22. But then by 2024, he had flipped. He had flipped OU and Clemson, which is kind of amazing to me because we were so bad at defense. But then this year, OU is slightly above 14 points per game average, and Clemson is up to 24. It's obvious, right, Mosby?
Dude is a defensive genius guru. But like he's saying, why are you calling the defense? Because I'm
I
good at it.
love that quote. I still will, and I even got a little flack on TikTok when I mentioned that. People even, are you sure he is? I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
sure
sure he
he's
is.
Just ask
good.
him; he'll tell you.
Pretty sure he is. I mean,
He,
but he talked about it in the beginning. He's like, what he saw and the thing. I mean, the roster was bare, and
so
he
bad.
talked about it. We heard about it for the first couple of years. We got to get competitive depth. We got to get competitive depth. Well, he's finally got that. Eli Bowen did that pick six. He didn't even play the next series. They panned the camera to him. He's sitting on the bench, not even playing the next series because they just throw another guy in there. There's multiple times you got Kip Lewis and Owen coming off. Well, here comes Kobe McKenzie and the number 7. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name. I mean, D line. That's where he's got OU back to that defense
The
where
depth.
you guys got guys everywhere. I mean, they got David Stone to stay, and David Stone is an All-American right now. If he was able to lead to the draft, he would be a high
He
draft
wasn't
pick.
even a
Like I
preseason
mean,
starter, like on the sheet.
yes,
That's the
like
thing. You remember those early years when we first got Brent back? You could see the improvement in 2023, but we got thin quick. I mean, we were
yes,
elite for like a quarter and a half, and then you could tell it was not well. When we played OSU that year, we lost Stutzman. It was over. Like without
yeah.
Stutzman, OSU just had us by the you know what, because he was like the only middle linebacker we really had that was ready to compete, and we didn't have him for that game, and it was very obvious. So he was still working on that depth even till now, and it's unbelievable how deep we are on defense. So,
but we got through these 2 games on the road that we said we needed to get one of them, but we got both of them. So
I'm
mean,
gonna throw up
if we do what
these next 2.
I was like, say, if we do what we're supposed to do at home and win out, we can go 10-2. Which I mean, I don't know if you got it in the script tonight, but it leads me to a thing like, is it better to go 10-2 and not make the conference championship, or be 10-2 and make the conference championship?
Well,
And if you lose that championship game, you got 3 losses. Would you go to the playoff?
Saw a lot of stuff here on this, and I listened to the college football committee guy, and people were kind of pushing him. Reese Davis is really pushing on him. Here's your updated bracket here: the 1 seed Ohio State, 2's Indiana, 3's Texas A&M. Those didn't change. Georgia went to 4 with Alabama getting beat. Your 5 seeds Texas Tech, 6 is Ole Miss, 7's Oregon, 8 is Oklahoma. 9 is Notre Dame, 10 is Alabama, 11 is Miami, and 12 is Tulane. Now, a couple things that jump off the page here, and this obviously will change, but would it not be absolutely electric to have Notre Dame coming to Norman, Oklahoma for a college football playoff game?
It'd be wonderful.
I mean, you remember last time we went when they came.
Yes, and then all you heard is Manti on the tackle.
Did he bring his girlfriend?
on the tackle. Yeah.
Did he bring his girlfriend to that game? Or
he had 20-something tackles. She had 18 of them.
She did. And he actually was there too. We saw him. We think.
Yeah.
But it would be electric. That'd be But anyway, another thing that jumped off the page here to me, Tulane at 12.
I like it.
They're the highest ranked non-power 4 team.
I like it.
And this bracket's a little tricky because Miami would be off this bracket because Miami may not even play in the ACC championship game. They need a lot of help. If Virginia, and I'm pretty sure Pitt, if they win one more game, they lock Miami out of the ACC championship, and the winner of that game would be in it. So Miami, even though they're in this right now, they're going to need a lot of help because it is the top 5 rated conference champions. Now, they're not going to seed them that way, but Miami right now, even though their fans might be like, oh, we're at number 11 in the bracket, you got a long ways to go. You need Alabama to lose the Iron Bowl. You need freaking Notre Dame to maybe lose another game, OU to lose another game, and you win out because right now, Pittsburgh or Virginia would be in your spot, and you'd be out.
Here's the thing. Oregon's got a tough one this weekend with USC. Very tough. USC beats Oregon. You got
USC. USC can creep in.
And you don't think you sit there and tell me
bring Lincoln to Norman?
Tell me the committee wouldn't.
They would make that happen.
I would probably try to buy tickets to go to that game.
They would eat that up, and I'm telling you right now, Norman would never be louder. They would be.
Oh my God!
I'm just telling you will have everybody there.
Absolutely, but guys, but OU still got to win out. Like these games are not easy games.
They got to win out. Ole Miss can't lose to Mississippi State. Alabama can't lose the Iron Bowl. Georgia still got a tough one with Georgia Tech. I mean, Indiana and Ohio State, as long as they don't slip up against Michigan or someone else, because Ohio State still got Michigan. They haven't beat Michigan in 4 years. Mm-hmm. So you never know in that game. And Indiana, as long as they don't slip up, if they go in that conference championship undefeated, they're both going in. I mean, Texas Tech, it's still a lot of uncertainties on this.
A couple questions. If Texas wins out, do they even have a shot to get in?
I think depending on what the others do, yeah, because I think a team like Texas will always have a shot.
They want them in.
Yeah,
they need a lot needs to happen.
OU wins out, they're in. Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yes. OU wins out, they're in.
Really catapulted them to it's theirs to lose basically.
That
That's
was their
the only way.
signature win, for sure.
100%. Because at this point, people were talking Alabama could potentially be the best team in college football. And then, you guys come out and beat them. So
I love the little graphic going around like the SEC circle of heralds. Texas can't beat Georgia. Georgia can't beat Alabama. Alabama can't beat OU. OU can't beat Texas. It's just like a circle. Yeah. But I mean, Oregon wins out their end. Ole Miss wins out their end. OU, Notre Dame, they both win out their end. I mean, all these teams, if they win out, besides like Ohio State and Indiana is going to play each other, and then Georgia, and then A&M is going to play either Ole Miss or Georgia. But if they all win out going into that conference championship game,
now
they're in. The only team that's not in if they win out is Miami, and they're going to need some help.
If these 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's just hypothetically say they stayed the same. Out of those top 4 teams, which one would you not want to play in the second round?
Ohio
State, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. The other 3, I mean, I see we could beat them.
Well, I don't think that'll be the top 4. 1 seed will be Ohio State or Indiana, winner of that. 2 seed will be the winner out of, let's say, Georgia and A&M. So then you got the 3 seed and 4 seed. Well, you're going to tell me that, you can't get that 4 seed over Georgia? Alabama beat Georgia. Alabama wins out. If OU goes 10-2, could they get a 4 seed? Could they get a bye? I mean, Oregon, same thing. Ole Miss, too. I mean, so those 4 right there, I see only 2 of them being in those top 4 seeds and 2 of them, the other ones going to the next level.
And here's the thing, it just depends. So, and I say this, right? Because say SEC, whatever, in Texas, A&M, and Georgia, and it's a 3-point game. Whoever wins. I mean, how bad are they going to be docked? Because they've been the best 4 teams in college football dang near all year long, right? So,
South Carolina has something to say about this last weekend.
They thought they did. I mean, they're up 30-3 or whatever at halftime and lose 31-30. Ridiculous. I mean, Texas A&M the second half brought the belt and put it to their rear end.
Got Shane Beamer fired, correct? He got fired this week.
Beamer got fired after the game, absolutely. But I'm just telling you, Texas A&M is real. They're legit. I mean, obviously we know Georgia. They're always Kirby Smart's got a very good team. Just depends. I mean, somebody's going to have to get blown out, I think, but to make a big drastic change up there.
Yeah. Are you sure he got fired?
Yeah.
I don't know if he got fired. I thought I saw
a report.
Thought I saw a report, but I don't know if he's fired yet.
Now, either he was fired or they were saying that he was on his way out.
Well, that's been, that's what we all think, but I don't think he's been fired yet. Now, I did see the same report. I know what you're talking about, John, because it looked very legit.
100%.
But yeah, I think he's on his way out. I think we all know that. Yeah, so that's interesting. But out of these 4 teams, how about the reverse question of that, Mosby? Who would you want to play out of those 4 teams?
A&M.
You would want to play Indiana?
Yeah, A&M.
You would want to play A&M out of those 4?
I'd want to play Texas A&M because I think Texas A&M is going to get blown out in the SEC championship game.
Think so?
I think so. But it goes to what I just said. I don't think they're going to be a top 4 seed, but I would rather play A&M out of those top 4. I'm telling you, any Kurt Cincinnati team scares me. If they play with the confidence that man has, oh boy, you're gonna be in for a long one. That dude, he just oozes confidence and stuff.
Oh my gosh! Well,
dude, he just wins. Look him up.
Google.
Yeah.
Well, you still got to take care of business. We'll talk a little bit more on that later, but kind of a pretty decent trade here in the MLB just yesterday. Orioles received outfielder Taylor Ward, and the Angels received Grayson Rodriguez. Now, what's funny about this is, God forbid anybody in the Fantrax lead hears about this is going to shut down the entire MLB. But that's beside the point. Taylor Ward, okay, this is 36 home runs, 103 RBIs this past season. He only batted 228 with a 317 on base, which, in today's baseball, it's they look at the
That's
home run
okay.
and say, well,
That's acceptable.
Now Grace Rodriguez coming off an injury, and he's kind of struggled to get his footing. Yet he still has the lure of having the name, having being this top prospect, and having shown flashes of being great. In your opinion, who won this trade?
The Angels.
In the short term, the Orioles, and then I think the Angels are doing this for long term because
and the way I look at it, the Orioles need starting pitching. They need pitching. So you give up a young prospect who's shown flashes of being a top starter, whether it be a 1 or a 2, whatever, and you get an aging Taylor Ward. Okay, cool. So you could say, yeah, in the short term this year or whatever, the Orioles won, but I don't think so. I think you get rid of a position you already need for an older outfielder. I think the Angels hit a home run. They get rid of Taylor Ward in the contract, and they get a young stud who could potentially be their ace for years.
I think the Orioles
healthy.
did good. Orioles did good on this because I think the Orioles don't want to be a fourth place team. I think they want to be what they were the year before in the playoffs and competing. So I think this is a move that, like, hey, we're a little weak in outfield. We need to go get a guy that's going to hit home runs for us and help take a little bit of pressure off of Gunner and Adley a little bit. I mean,
they could find that. They could find that in the offseason, just going and finding a free agent.
That you have to spend big money on.
Nobody's saying you have to go sign a Julio Rodriguez or Julio whatever. You're not going and signing a top stud. I mean, all you have to do is find a serviceable outfielder without giving up one of your top prospects.
I read something that said Orioles might know a little bit more about this,
about Grayson Rodriguez
than what people are putting on. And you got to state facts here. He struggled to stay on the field. He's been pretty injury prone as a pitcher. That's pretty troubling, especially this young. So it's
just going off the history of both of these players. It's 100% Orioles won it. I mean,
as of right now, and that's what you said. Maybe down the road, Grayson turns into that ace that they talk about, but. You got to feel pretty decent as an Orioles fan that, hey, we're getting a guy who just hit 36 bombs. He'll help us out. It's obvious that Rutschman is not what was advertised before. He struggled last year. Maybe he bounces back. But Gunnar Henderson needs some protection there. And that lineup didn't pan out as much as they would like. So we'll see on that. I thought it was a pretty good big league trade, to be honest with you. Now, I was looking at the really, really, really early fantasy baseball average draft positions for the infield: catcher, first base, second base, third base, and shortstop. And anything stick out here? I'll tell you what sticks out for me and where I would struggle to draft here, simply because he's a catcher. I know we've talked a lot about Cal Raleigh, but 16.5 draft position, that's a second round pick on Cal Raleigh. I know he hit the 60 bombs, but listen, he still plays catcher.
Yeah, that's
what
tough.
Do you think?
I mean, the only thing.
There's only
to me,
three first round draft picks out of all these positions, so that tells you how loaded the outfield is.
Well,
that's what kind of sticks out to me is
who would draft Jazz Chisholm as the first second baseman off the board.
Well, look at the first baseman though you got. Keto Marte is definitely a strong competitor, but he's getting older.
I
would probably take Bryce Young over Jazz Chisholm.
Heck no.
That's probably the weakest fantasy position in baseball, second baseman.
The only reason why I say Bryce Young over Chisholm is, one, Chisholm's always. Again, if you want to talk injuries, Chisholm's constantly hurt. Terang's not going to strike out as much and get some stolen base. Jazz is going to get stolen bases too, but
so Terang had Y'all there?
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay. Sorry about
Technical
that.
difficulties. So Terang
Yeah.
had a what?
288 batting average, 97 runs, 81 RBIs with 24 stolen bases with a 359 on base. He had a great year. It's way up from his career numbers and his career averages, however.
Right.
But Jazz, number one, he plays in one of the best hitting ballparks in all of baseball, right? And he hit 31 bombs and 462 at bats. He only batted 242, but again, in today's game, kind of got thrown out the window. 75 runs, 80 RBIs, and 31 stolen bases. And I know he's been injured. And you mentioned this, but if you give this man a full season, you might be talking about a 40-40 year.
40-40 guy.
Potentially. But again, I mean, things have to go your way, I mean, and that's the nature of the beast. I mean, when you're talking fantasy baseball, you take flyer on a guy, and well, I mean, you're either going to win or you're going to lose.
Yeah, and I don't know what all they'll be eligible at. Terang might be eligible at second base and shortstop. Chisholm, I think, might be eligible at outfield, second base, and third base. And I could take that into effect as well. But also, I'm sitting there going, okay, well, again, you can go with the price. If I was in the second round, I don't know if I would take Jazz. I would probably sit there and go, I'm going to kick it down, and I will take a Terang later, or I probably wouldn't. I'll be honest with you, I probably wouldn't take Terang there. I would probably kick it even lower and go maybe Nico. He doesn't give me any power. Rafael has been surging a lot better, but it's one of those things. Also, one thing, and I know Nick Kurtz has played outstanding, had incredible numbers. I'm going to have a very hard time drafting
Taking him over
him
Vlad.
over Vlad. Just
Where's John's future?
oh heck, is he
I
even?
don't even see him on the list.
Yeah, Mr. 3 first-round picks.
Are you
traded?
You're
traded
talking
me
about
3
outfielder.
first-round picks for traded me 3 first-round picks for Jack. Man,
how uneducated are you? We just said this is infielders, not outfielders. Golly.
He's first base eligible.
Now, here's something interesting. Usually third base is loaded, but look at this third base list. You got Jose, you got Junior Caminero, then there's Jazz. Manny Machado is getting old. Austin Riley didn't have a great year. And then Michael Garcia. And then you got Suarez and Bregman. And that's not real deep, guys.
No.
Well, you got Devers moved from there. So, I mean.
Yeah, that hurts that position big time.
It does. I mean, helps first base position in fantasy, but hurts third base. I mean, third base and second base. I mean, you got the top. I mean, Jose Ramirez is what carries it over, but I mean, those two spots are kind of weak in fantasy.
Look how loaded shortstop is. Jeremy Pena had a great year. Is your 12th. Bo Bichette's your 13th. He had a really good year. If it stay healthy.
Hey, hold on. Somebody is making their fantasy ranking debut.
JJ
Weatherholt.
Who's got him?
Oh, that's right. I have him too. Oh, John, you got any more first round picks to me?
Yeah. Who you guys taking right here at this position? Would you take Witt or Ellie De La Cruz?
Listen, I'm gonna take Witt. I'm gonna take Witt. He's been more consistent. And now, if Ellie started getting more consistent, cut down on his strikeouts a little bit more, and just, I mean, then I think Ellie's a better player.
The question is, can you go wrong with either one? I don't think you can. I mean, you mentioned Witt is a little more consistent, but when Ellie is hot, there's nobody hotter, and he's going to offer way more. I mean, stats than anybody else when he's on that run.
Very good power this year, though, which was kind of surprising.
No, those home runs were down for sure.
Mr. Consistence, Francisco Lindor, that dude is just consistent.
Stupid, yeah.
And was crazy. I could not trade him to save my life. No one would take him. Unbelievable. Including Mosby. Let's see here. Zach Neto, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is starting to decline, boys. He's still great. He's still great. Don't get me wrong, guys. Don't hate me, Dodger fans, but he's starting to decline. And then
that's part of the reason why I think the Dodgers are going to go spend maybe big money on maybe Tucker and stuff is because you got free You got Freeman and you got Betts that are getting older in age, and they're not going to want to rebuild. They're going to want to
We go
retool.
Tyler Soderstrom over there, 92.7 in the 11th spot. He's a good player, very good player. All right, boys. Well, I've got a surprise for you. We have another top 10 game that we are going to play. And you have no idea.
What am I, 2-0 against John? 2-0?
Mosby is leading right now.
Hold on. Let me grab my iPad.
Yeah. Oh, shots fired.
Oh.
Gravy and Brussels
Ooh.
sprouts.
Ooh.
Question. We have question. We have replay analysts.
Show your hands. Show your hands when we answer these, John.
I'll tell you right now. This one we're about to do, if Mosby gets these right, he definitely is cheating. Because this one is wild, okay? Now, I'll tell you ahead of time. In fact, I'm just going to read this right here. 15 of the most important inventions of all time, according to AI. And this is on allbusiness.com, a partner of Time Magazine. Okay.
That's crazy. It's crazy you're doing this because we just had this conversation at work yesterday about some of the best inventions of all time.
John.
Oh my God.
Figure. Go. Hey, we need whatever you're using. Hold on, whatever you're using to set this up.
Do not look it up.
The password so he can't get in to see what your screens are like.
Okay. Let me start off with this. Okay. It says inventions are the building blocks of civilization, shaping everything from our daily routines to the entire global economy. From the first stone tools created by our ancestors to cutting edge technologies driving innovation today, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So the following list highlights 15 of the most important inventions of all time selected for their far reaching impact and transformative influence on society. These inventions have laid the foundation for modern life, from medicine to communication to transportation and energy. With the research assistant of AI, we will explore how these breakthroughs have shaped the world and continue to do so. Here are the 15 inventions that stand out as some of the most influential throughout history. Okay? Everybody ready?
Ready.
Bring up our list here.
And who went first last time? I went first last
time. So, John, you are up. Breakthrough invention. And if it gets to a point to where we're just kind of stalling out, I'm just going to start reading them off. When John finally waves the white flag after 3 guesses, because that's what he does. John.
Automobile.
The automobile is number 13 in 1885 estimated. John will be red. All right. Mos Knows. Penicillin. John's already questioning it.
Yeah.
Is number
Watch his eyes.
6.
Watch his eyes, folks, when you're watching this. Watch his eyes. He's looking down in front of him.
28 is on there at number 6.
There is no way somebody's going to pull out of their rear end penicillin.
Medicine, baby.
John.
Keep looking down. Go ahead. Keep looking down. I see your eyes. I ain't done. Let's go with the telephone.
The telephone is number 5, 1876 estimated time of invention.
Electricity.
Obviously, electricity, right?
Yeah, obviously, because what are we using right now?
Electricity, 18th and 19th century. Electricity is number 4. John, go ahead.
I'm just telling you. Well, that could probably be the same. I don't know. Be port of transportation.
Chico 6 are not on here. Just
I was going to say
Chico 6 are not.
Airplane.
The airplane, number 7. Good, John. 1903.
So one thing that the airplane and the automobile need is a wheel.
The wheel, number 1. The greatest and most important inventions The wheel is number 1. 3,500 BC estimated.
Yeah, long time ago, boys.
All right, John.
Both of them also need, and I say the automobile and the airplane, fuel, gasolina.
All right.
You kind of have to have that.
Okay. What's powering our
Well,
lighting?
here's
The
my
light bulb.
Here's my question right here before you go on here, Mosby. Is fuel invented or was it already?
It was already there. It was discovered.
These are
It was
inventions.
not created. These
Well,
are
I mean,
inventions, not
what is
fuel
it
was
made out of?
discovered.
What's it made out of?
The light bulb.
The light bulb. Number 12. John, little fishy here, huh?
Oh,
yeah. As he's staring.
1879.
John, I'm staring down. I'm wearing underwear. Staring
He
down.
has
And just
not
in my
missed
underwear.
one yet, John. Go ahead.
I know, and that's what's crazy.
It's easy, John. Think about stuff that you use every day basis. Okay, you say the automobile, airplane. What do they need to run? They need the wheel. Okay, what do we use right now? You need electricity to even do what we're doing right now. Okay, Ben, I wasn't even thinking about penicillin until he read the thing about the medicine and stuff like that. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it until he said it. Well, what was the first vaccine and medicine we ever had? Penicillin. Boom, and then they created other stuff off of that.
John,
you're up. This is stuff that you learn in school.
Is it though?
Yes.
No, not at all. Listen, this is fishy, as it has been the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks. So,
give a guess. Come on.
Come on.
I'm just going to promote the ibuprofen.
No. I got him rattled.
See?
I got him rattled.
No.
Okay.
No, he's going to pull out of his ass and it's going to
Okay. Here's another one that Ben and John are using right now. The computer.
The computer number 8, 1940.
They had a computer back in 1940s.
It was huge.
John, it's like it's about as big as your house.
Massive.
Pops
could use it. Okay, go ahead, John.
I'm going to go just simply because of on-air advertising, the radio.
The radio is on there, number 14, the 1890s. Good job.
Okay. So John said the radio, which I was going to use. But what did they have before the radio? That's pretty much dead now. And they used it, the printing press.
Little fishy there, John. Number 2.
Nobody call it the printing press in 2025.
It is, John, because when I went and got my play sheets printed out, they said we can run it through our printing press and get a bigger figure for you. The damn print shop down the street from me that I do daily work.
That's because they use it. But what I said is nobody in 2025 outside of the printing world calls it the printing press. Shut up.
What else are we gonna have? No TV.
The old television.
Who said that?
Me.
John.
Number 10, John. That a boy. Look at you. In the 1930s. All right.
Okay. What I'm trying to see because I'm on my phone. John with the radio, the automobile. What else is the telephone? Or is that the television?
Television's number 10.
And he said he did say the telephone, correct?
Yeah, telephone's number 5.
Okay.
You're missing number 3, number 9, number 11, and number 15.
So to go along with what we use a lot now, which John's used a lot the last couple of weeks, and it's a good way to communicate.
I'm gonna die.
The email.
John, now if this one is not fishy.
Well, he is absolutely horrible at trying to hide it. He's trying to look straight ahead of his phone, and his eyeballs keep going to the side.
On my phone, John. If I do
Stop.
anything on this phone here, you
Stop.
see. That's what I'm recording on. Is on my phone.
Stop
Right
it.
here. I'm touching my phone right there.
Listen,
there it is.
No, I'm not
Done.
dumb. Stop it.
Done. He's already looked this up yesterday when he's talking to his employees.
Oh,
Guaranteed.
I'm
I'm just telling you.
going to be
I'm
honest
just
with you.
telling you.
Yes, we did. That's how I know.
I'm just
We
telling
already
you.
went over this list yesterday.
Yeah, he did it. He
Mhm.
cheated.
We went over this list. I did not cheat. How did I know that you were going to do this?
He
But I want
confessed.
to tell you.
Because you
I'm
probably
tell you.
this is now it's making sense.
Hey,
the
but hold
secret ones we want to send each other.
number 3 is the atomic bomb. Number 11 is the refrigerator.
Well, that's quite funny. But
He cheated.
He cheated.
I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat.
Oh, look, I still have yams on there.
Oh yeah. It is unbelievable that you guys, me and Ben did not communicate this. Literally, yesterday with my boss and 2 of my employees, we were having the conversation about the best inventions ever. And what's number 15 there? The camera. See, some of the ones we were talking about, that's not on here. That we were talking about the dishwasher, the washing machine,
I got a
dryer.
She's in the other room.
The air conditioner, stuff like that. So we were on the subject and cannot.
You want to know how he cheated? Is he played the game like he didn't know and said multiple times he didn't, and then whenever we finally called him out on it, what happened? So now he needs to come out and mess up on the side dishes. And
the side dishes side dishes and candy was just straight up.
That was straight up iPad.
No, it was not, John. There's no iPad anywhere else. Boom. Nothing. No iPad. Nothing. Look behind me. No iPad. Nothing.
iPad.
No.
So the wheel, the printing press, number 3, the atomic bomb, number 4, electricity, number 5, the telephone, the penicillin. John, I already knew he cheated when he said penicillin.
Oh, that's exactly. Saying penicillin first was the worst thing he could have done.
Email, telephone, refrigerator, the light bulb, the automobile, the radio, and
hey, the one thing that they did not mention was one of the greatest inventions of all time? Inventions?
Yeah, the microwave.
Sour Patch Kids, baby.
Oh God,
Sour Patch Kids.
No, that's another one. Microwave. I mean, things that we use every day in life: the dishwasher, air conditioner, washing machine, microwave. I mean, the oven. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, we use
the riding lawnmower.
Yeah. Well, wow, unbelievable! Can't believe you cheated.
Hey,
go figure. A Chief fan would be a cheater.
It's just what are the odds? What are the odds that you were going to do that today? And I just had this conversation yesterday with other people.
Yeah, he knew. He's looking at that iPad, wasn't he, John?
When you said the benches, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, "Oh, John's done."
The side dishes, John. Tell him.
No.
He nailed gravy and Brussels sprouts. Really?
iPad.
Oh, I just talked about the Brussels sprouts with my wife, and so she's like, "Oh yeah, we have them every year at her grandma. Every year at her grandma's, John. Every single year.
Stop.
Yes.
All right.
Stop.
Every single year.
Here's our recap here, and boy,
hold on. To that point, I eat salad every single year, and it wasn't on there. So stop. Thank you.
Salad's on the side dish, John.
Somebody cooked.
Yeah. Pulled away.
Wasn't Mosby and John? I'll just give you a hint. We all picked New England. Only 2 of us picked Miami over Washington. Me and Mosby. Only 1 of us picked Carolina. What the heck, guys? How dare you? I'll be honest with you. I forgot I picked Carolina. I'll be honest with you. I probably would have picked Falcons. I probably just did it just because. Buffalo over the Buccaneers. Me and Stoney picked Buffalo. Man, interesting. We all picked the Texans. 2 of us picked the Bears over the Vikings. Me and Stoney did. We all picked the Packers. 2 of us picked Pittsburgh over Cincinnati. Me and Mose. We all got the Chargers wrong. They got Cooked.
Dog
Killed.
Cooked. The Rams, me and Mosby picked the Rams over Seattle. John got the Niners over the Cardinals.
Now
Actually,
that's what I was gonna say. What the hell were me and you thinking on
yeah,
that pick?
I fell into this trap of the Cardinals
Jacoby
looking okay in a couple games. Their defense played okay, and then they were doo doo. We all picked the Ravens. Hey, and the Ravens are quietly back to 5-5, I believe, right?
And with Aaron Rodgers hurt now, but then Cincinnati's getting Joe Burrow back, so that might be a exciting division coming down the road.
That is one team I would not want to play in the playoffs. The Ravens, when Lamar cooks you. One person picked Denver over the Chiefs, and that would have been Mr. John. Congratulations, John. I thought the Chiefs had it. Eagles over the Lions. Me and Mosey picked that. John picked the Lions, and then we all picked Dallas.
Yeah, baby.
Even though the Raiders were favored and everything, yeah, they were not favored at all.
Yeah.
John created that false narrative.
Yeah. And that leads us to 109 and 54, the show, 105 and 58, Mos Knows, and 102 and 61, John. I am up by 4 games of Mosby. Mosby's up
I'm
3
gonna
games.
I'm gonna pick a week to throw darts again and hope they hit.
Yeah, well, good luck on that. With that being said, John, if you want to quickly talk about your Cowboys.
John, he said quickly.
Oh, I got to remove us though.
How? Hey, listen, he said quickly. Yeah, nobody listened. Chief fans. However, just as I said earlier, I did predict a 34-17 victory. It was 33-16. Pretty good. But however, just a complete and total domination of the Las Vegas Raiders, who didn't look good at all. I mean, yeah, go figure. But everybody wanted to still continue to question the defense. And as I stated in last week's video, with the addition of Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson, and then bringing the all the other guys back from injury, we had 6 new starters on the defense, and they played phenomenal. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, play the Raiders. Yeah, 11 quarterback hits. Oh, hey, Quinnen Williams set a career high in quarterback hits. What? 5 of them. He had 1 sack on the season. No problem. 1.5. Yeah. I believe we had 4 or 5 sacks in the whole game. Yeah, listen, folks. If somebody wanted to argue that Quinnen Williams wasn't going to help the pass rush, yeah, they're proven wrong yet again. Like I said, you guys are idiots. But this week we are home against the Philadelphia Schmeagles, and they're coming in as a 3.5 point favorite. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. They're not the running team that they were last year. They've struggled to run the ball. And if we play like we did last week, Monday, inspired football on the defensive side, and dominate like we did, the Schmeagles have 0 chance. They were talking, and people are saying that, they played inspired football for multiple reasons, the trade additions, but a big part of it was because they had to come together as a family, as a whole, after the loss in Marshawn Nealon, and they're saying they're playing for him. They're dedicating basically the remainder of the season to him. So, hey, if that's what it takes for this defense to come together, with our offense continuing to, play like they have, you add a defense that played like they did last week, it's going to be a team that's going to be scary to play down the stretch. I think we're going to see it's going to be a close game. I'd probably say a 31-24 victory this week against the Philadelphia Schmeagles. So I think we win by 7 and get right back into playoff contention. So what do you guys say?
Eagles 27-24.
The Cowboys, all their wins are against teams that have a combined 9 wins. That's all you need to know about the Cowboys. So, yeah, Eagles 34, Cowboys 17.
And it'll continue when we beat the crappy Chiefs too. So,
Speaking of the Chiefs,
well, like I said earlier, we are a team of inconsistency. We have times look like one of the best teams in the NFL. We have times look like an average team. I mean, and until that tide changes, we could end up being 10-7. It's looking like more of a 10-7 team than it could be 12-5 team. I mean, could we go on a run and win out and go 12-5? Yeah, we could go 11-6, and I think the Chiefs can maybe afford to lose one more game. That's about it. But I'd rather them not lose any more games and go 12-5 and still maybe have a reach of an outside chance of getting that division. But I don't feel like you can win that division now because you're 3 games back. I mean, you have to win out. You have to have Denver drop a couple. I mean, it could happen, but you got to. They don't have control of their own destiny anymore in the division. Now, if they win out, they're going to go to the playoffs. That's all it is. We need to run the ball more. We went away from the run game a little bit too much this last week. We ran the ball pretty good rate. I mean, go ahead. I mean, Hunt's a big back. Go ahead and give him 20 carries a game if you need to. I mean, we just a play here and there in a bunch of these games that we're not making that we used to make, and just inconsistent. And then the games that we won against the Lions and Ravens and some of these other teams that looked really good, we made those plays. So it's just until they get that figured out, it could be the same thing. I would not be shocked if we win against the Colts and win handily, but then in a couple weeks, we're not even going to talk about losing the Cowboys because it ain't going to happen. But in a couple weeks against the Texas, we could be in a tight game and give up another 3rd and 17, or we throw an interception that off the receiver's hand or something like that. Just got to get it figured out. Just got to play more consistent pass rush. Defense line played well this week. Just keep doing that. You don't even have to get sacks. Just stuff the run and can put you a little bit of pressure. But you got to get it figured out. Did have not gave yourself a lot of leeway yet.
I actually do like the Chiefs in this game, even though the Colts are going to be a tough opponent. I just think them being at home, um, I still like them. I don't know about 3.5 though. That's the spread right now. I would probably say, I said 27-24 for the Eagles and Cowboys. I'm going to say 27-24 for the Chiefs. John.
yeah, I mean, my score on here, I think it's going to be 28-24. The Colts. I think their run game is obviously the best in the NFL, and that's one thing that the Chiefs have struggled with. So
Is it? Run game's one thing we struggle with.
Oh, you're
guys.
about to find out.
No.
I'm talking about the inconsistency.
No.
Of the defense.
Hold on.
You're
The run
fixing to
game is
find
one
out.
that he just said. The run game is one thing the Chiefs have struggled with. When we've allowed one running back to rush for over 100 yards in the last 2 years, that don't sound like a team that struggled with the run defense. But again, that just goes to show you how much John speaks out of his butt and doesn't understand NFL stats.
Hey, be prepared. You're fixing to be 5-7, bud. 5-7 in 2 weeks. So
27-21.
Let me ask you guys this, okay? And specifically John. Okay, does Jonathan Taylor get over 100 yards?
Yes.
Okay, Mosby, does Jonathan Taylor get over 100 yards?
I will say he gets over 100 yards, but I say Daniel Jones turns the ball over twice.
Okay. Nah, he's not going to need to do anything because Jonathan Taylor is going to own that game. I'm just telling you.
I would be interesting. It'd be interesting to know what everybody who watches our TikTok videos or whatever thinks on that. If you guys have an opinion, do you think Jonathan Taylor is going to get 100?
I think the Chiefs, you're going to see a little bit of differentness because I think they're going to try to flip the switch. They're going to be more aggressive. They're going to they a lot of times, if you know the Chiefs, if you've been following the Chiefs for years with Andy Reid and stuff, they save a lot for the playoffs. I don't think they're going to be able to anymore. I think you're going to see a little bit more on offense that they like to try to save. A lot of last week against Denver, it was a very boring defense. It was working. It was very boring. They weren't blitzing the safeties, weren't blitzing the corners. I think you're going to start seeing more and more of that because they kind of put themselves in a corner that they got to get themselves out of. So it's all hands on deck now.
Yeah, and John, to be fair, Mosby has been a diehard Chiefs fan since 2019. So the Carolina Panthers Big win over the Falcons. But we have an even bigger game this Monday. It's actually a Monday night game versus the San Francisco 49ers. It is at San Francisco. San Francisco has a 7-point spread, and they could absolutely put us away. We could make it interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but we haven't played a Monday night game, and I can't tell you how long. So it'll be fun to be able to watch a Monday night game and see the Panthers. Hopefully, we put on a good showing that people will actually watch. I'll be watching my boy Peyton Manning, the Manning Cast, because I think that's fantastic television. Which television was number 10 on the list that Mosby cheated on just a while ago. But that regardless, I do think the Niners are going to win. They got Purdy back. Of course, Christian McCaffrey is going to be this first game back versus the Panthers. That'd be fun to watch. But and again, I don't know Jackal Hyde type team that we have. Bryce Young could throw for 448. He could throw for 120 and turn the ball over 3 times. So I don't know what we're going to see. But I do think the Niners are a better team, and we're playing at San Francisco. So I am going to say that the Niners win this game. I'm going to say it's going to be something like 31-20. Sounds about right. They probably cover. I don't want to say they cover, but they're probably going to cover. Thoughts?
I'm going to go $1 higher than you, Bob, and I'm going to go 31-21.
This is a tough one because I think it's one of those where you mentioned Jekyll and Hyde, right? After the performance that the Panthers just had last week. It's going to be tough. I think, I want to say that they win just simply because they do. But I think they lose 28-24. I'm going to stick with that number.
They're not better than the Niners when Niners are even relatively healthy. But again, it's the NFL.
That team's just as bipolar as any other team in the NFL.
That's true. That's true. We could go in there and we could win by 13.
You could get beat by 30 or you could win by 10.
Yeah. So, John, we're begging you. What, like a minute here, Mosby?
Hey, listen, last week, I come in with some optimism. I predicted a victory. Very, very, very good performance on the defensive side of the ball. Unfortunate turnovers on the offensive side led to an 8-point loss and not a 19.5-point loss like everybody was predicting. But this week, I 180 million% believe this is the second victory of the season. It seems like every week we just start putting more and more together. There's just not much to say. I mean, it's been very tough, but I'm going to predict this week. I'm going to go a 24-20 victory for the Oklahoma State Cowboys to get our second victory of the year. And I believe I might have just kept it under a minute for you guys. So here you go.
I got to
play
UCF.
Houston or UCF. Yeah, it is UCF.
What's their record?
They're
4-6.
Yeah, I was going to say it.
1-6 in the Big 12.
Yep.
At UCF. I got to say this. Last week, whenever I rewatched the video and made the clip, when John said terrible, I just when he said, I swear to God, I thought Charles Barkley was talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's been terrible.
It's been terrible.
I got UCF 27-17.
Now, I was very surprised at OSU last. I was like,
I'm telling you, our defense is playing very good since they made the change and they appointed Bowen the defensive coordinator.
I was like, wow, look at you, OSU. Okay. UCF is a 14.5 favorite. What'd you say the score was going to be, Mosby?
27-17.
27-17 UCF, and John said 24-20 OSU. Yeah.
I just
You know,
don't think
Vegas
LSU has enough offense.
Vegas is pretty accurate a lot of the time. Now I don't think they lose by 14 and a half, but I still think they lose. I'm going to say I'm going to say they scored. You know what? I'm going to say they scored 20. I'm going to say OSU scores 20. I'm going to say UCF scores 30. 30 to 20. What did you say, Mosby?
27-17.
Okay, good. I didn't want to pick your score, so I'm going to go up 30 to 20. So, Mosby, your time to shine.
Yeah, I was the only one out of us three to pick OU to win on the road. And I believe I picked it 20-17, which ended up being 23-21. Very, very close game for OU. I mean, defense came to play. I mean, in the beginning of the year, we weren't turning people over and offense is playing well, but the offense is turning over. Well, now the offense ain't turning over and the defense is getting turnovers, and that is the recipe to win games. And I think we set ourselves up in the best position we've been since Baker Mayfield and then blew it against Georgia. I think we have set ourselves up. We win these last two games, which Garrett Nussmeier wasn't playing for LSU, and I don't know if he's going to play the rest of the year. He might take himself out. So that looks like a very winnable game now. I mean, and Missouri's coming into town, but Missouri's strength is the run game, and our strength is our run defense. So I look at us getting a big win this week against Missouri, like a 33-14 win.
It's a 7.5 point spread right now in favor of OU. It's 11 a.m. kickoff, 55 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day for football. And I got in trouble. Somebody on YouTube, I called it Oklahoma time last time, and not Central. Central time. There you go, guys. Smile big. You got your way. Now Missouri's starting quarterback. He's been out for a while. He's still not going to play. I think he was doubtful on the list this year. But one key thing to note is this was the healthiest injury report that we have had the entire season. We have 3 offensive linemen who are out, which they've been out for a while. But then R. Mason and Gentry Williams were both just questionable. That's the lightest we've been all year. That is huge, especially going into this game now. It's not going to be a cupcake game by any means because Missouri's defense is actually quietly pretty good, pretty solid. And our offense is not great. That's pretty well known. But can we slow down Hardy in that running attack? He's 197 carries for 1,349, 46 yards, and 15 touchdowns. He's a great running back. But as we've proven, we shut down the run pretty well. And I'm not sure I've seen a better defense from this OU from Oklahoma in the time I've watched them. So
last defense I remember this good is we didn't have the offense to go with it, and that's when Landry Jones took over for Bradford, and when we had Jerry McCoy in them, allowed like 15 points per game. Defense is great, but this year, I mean, it's just, I mean, we're good. We're good.
Defense is good. I still wish the offense would connect a little bit, but I think that's just what our identity is right now. That's just who we are. So I'm going. What did you say the score was going to be?
33-14 OU.
Dang, you think it domination? I do think. I think we take care of business too.
I think we shut down that run game, and I think they are one-dimensional without that quarterback.
I do think we take care of business. I'm going to say 30 to. I'm going to say 30 to 17. John, what do you think? John, I encourage you to pick Missouri. You've really done a great job helping OU out by picking against us.
Well, I would like to, but unfortunately, I can't. I just don't see Missouri being able to score enough points against that defense to really bring home the victory. I think it's going to be a 34-21 victory for OU. I mean, that defense, it impressed me against Alabama. I'm just saying. I know everybody said this year, could potentially be the best defense.
Is it better
in the country.
Is it better than the Dallas Cowboys defense?
Oh, hell no. We ain't even going to go there. But
85 Bears now, Dallas.
We're better than the 85 Bears. But anyway, no, Man, they're playing well, and after that victory against Alabama, I think it's just going to be a big shot in the arm. I think you're really going to see them kick it up a notch, and because to me, that just tells them how good they really are, especially when everybody was putting Alabama up on this pedestal. Like you said last week, nobody was giving OU a chance to win this game at all, and they come out and showed everybody what was up. So I hate to say it, but I think OU wins.
Yeah. Well, I am going to start off our final thoughts, and just to express my gratitude and my thankfulness for Mosby, for Mos Knows, and for Stoney. I appreciate them and taking on this endeavor, which is still kind of strange that we even took a leap of faith and did something like this. But it's fun. It's a fun hobby, and I really am grateful for the friendships that they have that I've created with them. I'm thankful for all my blessings that God has provided me with, and I'm thankful for two beautiful daughters and my family. Just very thankful for that, and thankful for health. And I am looking forward to the Thanksgiving season. I'm looking forward to the Christmas season. They are my favorite by far, and so I just very grateful, very grateful and thankful for just everything that God has really placed in front of me. And again, I will always encourage people to get into the Scripture and find you a home church, and I really encourage you to do that, because it's a great connection of fellow believers that can really help you out in times of need and things like that. So if you do not have a home church, I encourage you to get one.
My final thoughts are, NCAA wrestling. I'm in wrestling season with two of my boys now. NCAA wrestling, get out and support it. It's a exciting sport. It's a big sport. Just had a big event in Tulsa, which is good for the state of Oklahoma. We had the National Dual Invitational. Some of the top teams there. Ohio State won it. I mean, Oklahoma State, not an Oklahoma State fan, but kind of follow the program. They got David Taylor. They call him the Magic Man. He's pulling some magic. Got some stud kids there. One of them is a homegrown state kid, D. Lockett, ranked number 2 in the nation now. But it's one of my favorite sports to watch. My boys are involved in it. My little 6-year-old's pretty good at it. My 10-year-old boy, he's wrestling. He likes it. I mean, it's a good sport. I love it. It's one-on-one. It's a very humbling experience for these kids. There's no blaming the coaches, no blaming teammates. It is wrestling to me is a great sport for kids. Get your kids involved in it. Get out and support it. Get out and watch it, because this is a humbling experience. It teaches them to be humble and to realize what they got to work on.
So I'm gonna start here and say, kind of touch on what Ben says. I'm very thankful for the friendships that we have created over the years, not just here recently on this endeavor, but over the last several years of fantasy sports and our text groups and all that stuff. It's a lot of friendly banter and poking and me and Mosby go back and forth at each other quite a bit on here, just kind of yelling and over talking and whatever, and that's really what we do on a daily. But it's all in fun, and the one thing that I'm thankful for is having the friends that I have, to be able to do that. I've learned over the years that sometimes you think you have friends and really and truly they're not the friends that you think, and that's fine. I mean, you tend to grow and things happen, but knowing that you have the friends that you have, that more so are brothers and family than they are true friends, um, it it means the world, because we were talking last week on what are we thankful for, as a father, to be able, and it's the same, because to be able to create the memories and you know have the time together and all of that. I mean, you really and truly need that. So don't let the small things bother you. It was mentioned last week, I'd had some things in my personal life that was really bothering me. And I, you know, Ben had sent me some scriptures and some Bible study stuff, and that I read into a little bit. And it's one of those things. Just when you think that you're down and you need a shot in the arm, talk to a friend or pick it up and read a scripture or two, and just kind of, remind yourself the small things really don't matter, because what matters is friends and family. And at the end of the day, you're alive and healthy. So let's not let the small things get to us. Let's keep our head up and keep the main thing. And, as Ben will say, he'll tell you all the time, spend time with family, friends, whatever. But that's really and truly the most important thing in life. So that's it for me, boys.
Keep
Who's
the
cutting
most
nuggets?
important thing. The
Who's
most
cutting nuggets,
important
man?
thing, baby.
Family.
John, proud of you. Yeah, listen, hey, like, subscribe, follow us, give us feedback, comments, whatever it is. Talk trash to Mosby over here, because we need some Mos Knows material. We haven't did that
Absolutely.
in
Hey,
years.
guys, listen.
Bring it. I know,
Listen,
Mister.
Calling him a clown is
See?
just saying his name. It's fine.
Yeah.
We
The guy that
all
said
know.
the guy that said my wrist my wrist, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go into the bed with a beautiful woman that has 3 of my kids in the bed currently
Hey,
and
hey,
naked on the couch.
Kids in the
So I could do the wrist all I want, but at the end of the day, I mean,
Holy
so
moly. Well,
Jeez,
I had
this
to
is a
speaking of
family-friendly
sleeping on the
show.
couch. He said he had 3 kids in the bed. I had
I am going to end up on the couch tonight, and I'm
I
looking
had to
forward
sleep
to
on
it.
the couch last night.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah, I had to
you
sleep on
know,
the couch last night.
my 6-year-old had an exhausting day. He just wanted to lay with mama. You know what? Tonight's not a battle I'm going to fight. Just let him have it.
Nah. Hey, kid, go to your bed. It's dad time.
No,
And if
that's one thing. And I forgot to say this about the Chiefs thing. Okay, one thing that with the Chiefs being successful and my kids humbling me and everything like that, I do not take losses as hard as I used to. They suck, but I used to about 5-6 years ago. I used to go sit in the bathroom for about 45 minutes. I wouldn't watch sports for a few days. Now it takes about 15 minutes because at the end of the day, like the little battle, I'm not going to go kick my kids out of the bed because I still got them. I got to go to them
I
and
would
help
be
them out.
devastated when I was younger.
Yes,
Like ruin my
yes,
entire weekend.
yes.
Oh, like turn your phone off for 5 hours and not have to read or
John, what are you
listen
talking
to
about?
text
You
messages.
still do that. You still do that.
I didn't say that you or anybody else did it.
Hey,
I just use it as an
he's-
Ben,
example.
how many days did it take for us to hear from him after the Panthers beat him? 2?
I was just about to say he still hadn't responded to me after that.
And I won't.
2 days?
I won't.
2
Hey,
days?
listen, no, nope, not doing it.
Oh man.
How bad if the Chiefs beat him? How bad is this Thanksgiving going to be?
Oh, listen, I can't
Oh.
wait.
The
I
Chiefs
can't
aren't beating us.
wait for that game.
With this plain Jane plate, mashed potatoes and turkey.
I'm probably
Yeah,
gonna be
mashed
more hooked.
potatoes and gravy. I got rolls and salad
I'm gonna be
too.
more hooked on that game than probably any game this entire year. It's gonna
Oh
be
no,
just
you
Is
won't.
that the first game or the game in the middle of the day?
it's the middle of the day. Lions are
Oh
always the first game.
gosh, I'm gonna be where I don't get freaking
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
You're not going to want to watch it, bud. I
Yeah.
promise.
Oh Lord, John.
Hey John, whatever we do next week, just know that Mosley's already looked it up. He's already cheated. So,
No.
love
Oh,
you guys.
I'm telling you, he
You
has
guys
a
are
plan.
amazing. Every single one of you.
Oh my gosh.
Keep the main thing the main thing. Friends, family, hang out. Go play some video games or go watch the Squid Games Challenge. I'm telling you guys, one of the best game shows on TV. It's incredible if you've not watched it. Unbelievable. I just finished it today. Amazing. And Stranger Things is coming up. If you're a Stranger Things fan. So anyway,
Got
anything
Landman.
else? Oh,
nope.
Landman.
Just enjoy.
I'm gonna watch that.
Landman's started. Welcome to Derry
Hey,
on
great
HBO
episode, by the way.
Max.
Great season premiere.
Yeah.
It was a great episode.
I'll see you guys later. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Follow us. We love you guys. We'll see you later.